Kathy Hawk leads him out onto the track for race 1. Exactus tries Daily Double 1, She's My Honey, owned by Olga Middleton with Jeff out. The 2 is I've Been Framed. Bob Chapman owns. Chip Noble drives. 3 is Action Mac, and released to Jeff Aman with Bob Harper. 4 is Cyclonic, owned and driven by Mark Purdy. 5 is Arnell's Pride, owned by Parker and Berger. Dean Collins up. 6, Chicanery, owned by Doyle Bross with Sandy Beatty. 7 is SARA'S Action, owned by Michael Myers and Mark Myers. Mike Myers drives. 8 is Charles Ringer's Hudson Stuck and Jeff Nisonger. The 9, the filly She's a Laser, owned by James Glass, Glass Equine LLC, Dave Hawk. And the 10 is Kohler Practice, owned by Thomas Stubbs with Ty Van Roden. Post time for the first in 6 minutes. Up for the first of 11, and there they go. And they're off. She's a Laser, but slow at the start. Spots the field about 5 lengths. Action Mac from between horses, joined by Chicanery from alongside. She's My Honey, prominent from the rail. And trotting up from the extreme outside, Hudson Stuck now 4th. Between horses in 5th is Cyclonic. I've Been Framed to 6 by 2. Arnell's Pride is 7th. Kohler Practice is racing in 8th, then it's SARA'S Action 9th, and the distant trailer is She's a Laser as they move to head stretch for the first time. Chicanery leads it, but Hudson Stuck is pressuring early, 28 and 4 for the opening quarter, passing the stands for the first time, and Jeff Nisonger trying to trot on with Hudson Stuck, and now clears off as they approach the wire for the first time. Chicanery yields in 2nd. Action Max skims the cones in 3rd. First over Cyclonic, the long mile in 4th. She's My Honey pinned down the rail in 5th. I've Been Framed follows cover in 6th. 3rd over Arnell's Pride is racing in 7th. Then it's Kohler Practice, 3 back to the mare SARA'S Action, and much farther back to the 9-horse She's a Laser as they trot over to halftime. It's Hudson Stuck, 10-1 long shot leading the way in 59 and 4. Off the turn, down the backstretch, going off stride from mid-pack, the 1 She's My Honey. It's Hudson Stuck leading the way. First over on the rim, Cyclonic has moved up into 2nd. Chicanery ground saving 3rd. And there goes Chip Noble and I've Been Framed circling 3 wide off cover from 4th. Arnell's Pride follows that live move in 5th. Kohler Practice underway from the back of the pack. Then it's Action Mac. And SARA'S Action is 7 off the lead as they approach the 3/4. And I've Been Framed sweeps to the front. Now has Arnell's Pride to contend with in 2nd. Cyclonic is dropping away at the rail in 3rd. Kohler Practice rallies 4th in 1:30 and 4. Moving around to the head of the stretch, I've Been Framed a narrow lead. Arnell's Pride is right there on the outside. They're side by side. 2 lengths further back to Kohler Practice. 3rd, Action Max shook loose from 4th. And Cyclonic drops back in 5th as they trot through the final 16th. And Arnell's Pride has worn down I've Been Framed and drives on to lead it by 2. I've Been Framed back to 2nd, followed by Action Mac and Kohler Practice. Arnell's Pride in front. Then it was I've Been Framed 2nd. It was tight for 3rd between a rough-gated Action Mac and Kohler Practice. Into the winner's circle, Arnell's Pride. First victory this season, 201 flat. 5-year-old bay gelding by Arnell, out of daily allowance by Christa's Crown. Owned by Doug Parker and Harry Berger of Ohio. Doug Parker is the winning trainer. Dean Collins, the winning driver of Arnell's Pride, 201. Western Kin, owned by Mayhugh and Tadman. Sean Mayhugh up. 2 is Tsunami, owned by Bob Griffith with Sandy Beatty. 3 is Little Moondoggy, owned by Nancy Buckley, the driver Dave Hawk. 4 is OK Terrific, owned by Gene Humphrey and Jerry Webb, Jim Shelton. 5 is Arizona John, owned by Jan McPherson with Dan Noble. 6 East Scootin is owned by Schultz King and King Chip Noble. 7 is V-Gates, owned by William Miller with Al Jones. 8 is Ronnie M, owned by Ronald Powell. Ron Powell drives. 9 is Giz Can Do, owned by Craig Langston with Kane KAUFFMAN. And the 10 is KA's Sunrise, owned by Aaron Bergagnani. The driver is Bob Harper. Post time in 7 minutes. Maiden claimers are lined up for the 2nd, and there they go. And they're off. Arizona John is showing speed from the center. Little Moondoggy between horses. OK Terrific from 3 wide, and nearest the rail is Western Kin. Coming away in 5th, Giz Can Do is angled down to the inside. Tsunami is 6th, driving up in 7th is Ronnie M, followed by KA Sunrise. 2 back D's scooting as well off the early pace, and the early trailer is V-Gates as they move to head stretch for the first time, and your early leader is Arizona John. Here's OK Terrific to take him on. Just in behind is Western Kin 3rd, Little Moon Doggy 4th, Giz Can Do 5th, opening quarter in 29 seconds flat. Pacing in front of the stands for the first time, and it's OK Terrific driving on to take command from Arizona John back to 2nd. Gap of 2. Western Kin is 3rd. Tsunami leads the outer flow on the outside. KA Sunrise follows that move. 3rd over is East Scootin'. That one is well underway. Racing in 7th at the rail, Little Moon Doggy got shuffled back there. Ronnie M just outside of that one, and then we come down to the rail, and it's Giz Can Do quickly back to 2nd last, and 5th over trailing is V-Gates. Halftime, 1 minute flat. Off the turn and down the backstretch, it's Tsunami with the lead of a length. KA Sunrise in gear, taking him on from 2nd. OK Terrific back to 3rd with clearance to move out. Arizona John is 4th to the inside of East Scootin', who continues to gain ground on the outside 5th, 3.5 off the lead. 2.5 more to an unhurried Western Kin, followed next by Little Moon Doggy. 3 wide trying to make a bid from the back of the pack is V-Gates, then it's Ronnie M, and Giz Can Do going off stride. The 4, OK Terrific, 1:28 3 for 3/4, moving around to head stretch. And it's KA Sunrise, the nose in front of Tsunami. Those two disputed. They're 3 clear of East Scootin' in 3rd. Another 2.5 back to Arizona John in 4th. They're off the turn and in the stretch. Tsunami on the inside gives way to KA Sunrise on the outside. Gap of 5. East Scootin' is 3rd, followed by Arizona John in 4th. But it's KA Sunrise drawing clear in deep stretch. He'll go on to defeat Tsunami with East Scootin' 3rd. $10-2 exacta returns $29.60. The try 10-2-6, 89 even. In the daily double, 5 and 10, 35.60. Back to the winner's circle, KA Sunrise, first lifetime win for the 3-year-old Chestnut Tucson Hanover Colt. Out of Night Artist by Escape Artist, owned by Aaron Berg and Yaney of Ohio. David Higgins is the winning trainer. Bobby Harper is the winning driver in 1:58. Here they are for the 3rd race. 1 is Yankee Gourmet, owned by Tim Woodall. The driver is Adam Rucker. 2 is Winwood Cash, owned and driven by Harry Groves. 3 is RAMBO Robbie, owned by Dan Ryan. Brett Miller drives. 4 is Scooter Blue Boy, owned by Paul Simpson. Jeff Fouda. 5, Clearwater Chip, owned by Gus Hall with Bob Harper. 6, Blue Lick Road, owned by Larry Richardson with Tom Tharps. 7 is Louis D, owned by Samuel Atkins with Jimmy Wisman. 8 is out. 9 is BMW Bluegrass, and by Asher Racing Stable, Greg Grismore. And the 10 is Jim Morgan's NUKES-EXPRESS. And the driver, Dave Hawk. Post time at 7 minutes. Super effective pacers are lined up for the 3rd. And they're off. The favorite 10, NUKES-EXPRESS, is on a run. Moving out for the lead. Louis D from the outside. Clearwater Chip from between horses nearest the pylons. RAMBO Robbie comes away in 3rd. Gap of 2. Yankee Gourmet 4th. Winwood Cash 5th by 2. Outside 6th is Blue Lick Road, followed by Scooter Blue Boy in 7th. BMW Bluegrass is 8th, and the distant trailer now back pacing is NUKES-EXPRESS as they move to head stretch for the first time, and Jimmy Wisman clears off with Louis D in 27 seconds flat. Fast first panel as they pass the grandstand for the first time. And it's Louis D up top by 2. Clearwater Chip tracks him from 2nd. RAMBO Robbie up close 3rd. Yankee Gourmet 4th. And Blue Lick Road is rolling up first over just outside of him. Winwood Cash moves up to pick up the cover in 6th position. 2 back Scooter Blue Boy now racing 3rd over. BMW Bluegrass and a 15-length separation to NUKES-EXPRESS as they round the clubhouse turn on their way to the half-mile pole. And up top, it's Louis D Louis D, a length and a quarter. Clearwater Chip is second. The half goes in 57 3. Coverless on the outside. Blue Lick Road trying to gain ground in third. RAMBO Robbie hemmed fourth. Second over Winwood Cash, fifth, and 4 off the lead. Yankee Gourmet shuffle back to sixth. Just outside of him is Scooter Blue Boy, followed by BMW Bluegrass. And NUKES-EXPRESS has now caught the field and trails only 8 off the lead. 5/16 of a mile remaining as they enter the far turn. Louis D. Blue Lick Road up to his flank second. Clearwater Chip a ground saving third. Winwood Cash struggles between horses fourth. 4 wide flying up from the back of the pack. Here comes BMW Bluegrass. 1:28 2. Moving around ahead stretch, and with a sweeping move, BMW Bluegrass from 8th takes over the lead and opens up 3. Louis D could not stay with him. Blue Lick Road is starting to fade. Late rally on the extreme outside coming from Scooter Blue Boy and Yankee Gourmet, but in the final 16th, this is all. BMW Bluegrass, upset winner of the third race, is drawing clear by 10. Second money's going to go to the 6 Blue Lick Road. RAMBO Robbie third, Clearwater Chip fourth. 9 BMW Bluegrass, and win number 5 on the season is an 8-year-old chestnut gelding by Fortune Ritchie out of Sinope Bluegrass by Sir Carlton over the Asher Racing Stable of South Lebanon, Ohio. The winning trainer is Carla Asher and the winning driver Greg Grismore. BMW Bluegrass an 18-1 scores in the third. For the fourth race, number 1 is Ballyho, owned by Sam Mignano with Doug Rideout. 2 is Hetty's Ribs, owned by Theodore Gregory with Jeff Nisonger. 3 is Ellen's Pocket, owned by Wiggins and Rose Stables, Dan Noble up. 4 is Jade Solery, owned by Alan Adams with Kyle Ader. 5, Mertz Miss Kalfas, owned by John Kalfas, Brad Miller drives. 6 is out. 7 is Admiral's Bow, owned by Nancy Fay and Howard Keaton with Charlie Smith Jr. 8 is Komodo Dragon, owned by McCurdy and Parker, Bill Long Jr. 9 is Passified, owned by Pat Brown, driver changed to Bob Harper, and the 10 is Tucson Smitty, owned by Linda K. Smith. The driver will be Greg Grismore. Post time in just 5 minutes. You have just 5 minutes to post time. Line up for the fourth. And they're off and pacing. Admiral's Bow is headed out for command, joined from the inside by Mertz Miss Kalfas. Nearest the rail is Ballyho. Jade Solery in fourth. Hetty's Ribs fifth, a length and a quarter back to Tucson Smitty. Ellen's Pocket looks to back in third last, followed by Komodo Dragon, and Pacified is the trailer, about 20 lengths off the pace that is being set by Admiral's Bow as they move to head stretch. Admiral's Bow from Mertz Miss Kalfas in second, a 3-length gap to Ballyho in third, 2.5 back Jade Solery fourth, Hetty's Ribs is fifth, and the opening quarter is a brisk 27-1. Passing the stands for the first time, and Brett Miller with an early move brushes past Admiral's Bow to take over command as they pass under the wire for the first time. Ballyho draws a closer third. Jade Solery 4 off the lead in fourth. Gap of 5 to Hetty's Ribs, followed next by Tucson Smitty, who's unhurried at this stage. Fourth last to Ellen's Pocket. Komodo Dragon, Pacified, trails the field. Over to halftime, leading the way, Mertz Miss Kalfas. But here's a challenge from Ballyho, 56-4. Off the turn and down the backstretch. And Ballyho goes on by Mertz Miss Kalfas, just about clearing off now. Coming into contention, Jade Solery in third. Admiral's Bow is fourth. And Ballyho is having some trouble clearing there. Can't make it over to the rail. Racing in fifth position is Hetty's Ribs. A length and a half farther back to Tucson Smitty, who's now only 5 off the lead. 2 back to Ellen's Pocket, and then another 5 more to Komodo Dragon, and far back to a struggling Pacified. 3/4 in 1, 26-1. Taxing fractions here. Mertz Miss Kalfas fights off a challenge from Ballyho. 3 wide off cover is Jade Solery into second. Along the rail, Admiral's Bow been getting the perfect trip now in third. Tucson Smitty looks to rally, but still has a lot of work to do as they turn for home now. And Jade Solery powers into command. Mertz Miss Kalfas a weary second. Admiral's Bow is third. Ballyho, Tucson Smitty, late pace Ellen's Pocket. It's Jade Solery home on top. Ballyho up second. Mertz Miskalfas third. First lifetime victory 157. 3-year-old daughter of Jade Lobel. Out of Amber Macho by Abercrombie, owned by Alan Adams of Franklin, Ohio. Winning trainer is Dan Ader. The winning driver, Kyle Ader. For one exacta returns $54 even. The try 415, $220.80. Here they are for the fifth race. One is Sugar at Noon. She's owned by the Sugar Knoll Farms with Greg Grismore up. 2 is Starfire Action, owned by Raider and Pollock. Kane Kaufman drives. 3 is Ask Me About It, owned by Parker and Berger, Dean Collins. 4 is Who Took 'Em, owned by William Donovan with Dallas Miller. 5 is Rail Splitter, owned by Bartley and Bartley Jr., Ron Steck. 6 is Marcelle, owned by Westgate Motors with Chip Noble up. 7 is Chinny Chin Chin, owned by Minute and Clayball, Larry Claybaugh. 8 is Flossy Flo, owned by John Howman with Bob Harper. 9 is Kansas Girl, owned by Mignano and Rideout, Doug Rideout up. And the 10 is Gregorian Chant, owned by Gregory and Gregory, Jeff Nisonger. Post time in 6 minutes. Of trotters competing in the fifth race. They're lined up and set to go. They're off. Off stride, Starfire Action. Starfire Action is on a break. Marcelle headed out for command from the outside. Prominent from the inside is Who Took 'Em. Then we come to Rail Splitter just outside of Sugar at Noon. They're third and fourth. A gap of 2 farther back. Ask Me About It racing fifth. Alongside of that comes Chinny Chin Chin. Then another 2-length gap to Gregorian Chant, followed by Flossy Flo, Kansas Girl, and the trailer after that Miscue. In touch with the field, though, is Starfire Action as they move to head stretch. And it's Marcelle calling the shots early for Chip Noble. Leads to the quarter in 29 and 2. Marcelle Rail Splitter drives on to challenge. Who Took 'Em back to third. Chinny Chin Chin underway on the outside fourth. Sugar at Noon shuffle fifth. Gregorian Chant moving up in the cover flow in sixth. 2 back to Ask Me About It in seventh. Kansas Girl moves up alongside of him. Then it's Flossy Flo and 2 back to Starfire Action. Rounding the clubhouse turn, and Rail Splitter makes the front for Ronnie Steck. Leads now by a length and a half. Marcelle back to second. Chinny Chin Chin left uncovered to grind it out in third. Who Took 'Em is hemmed in at the rail in fourth, and Gregorian Chant is already going 3 wide in fifth. Halftime 59 and 1. Coming to the outside 6, Sugar at Noon is 3.5 off the lead, followed by Ask Me About It. A 2-length gap to a struggling pair, Flossy Flo, Kansas Girl just outside of her, and the trailer is Starfire Action, but he's trying to rally from the back of the pack. 3 wide, 7 off the lead. They're approaching the 3/4, and Rail Splitter is trying to fend off a challenge from Gregorian Chant, who has moved into second. Marcelle gap slightly in third. Who Took 'Em is fourth. Sugar at Noon is stalled fifth in 1:29 flat. Moving around to head stretch. And it's Rail Splitter leading by a neck. Gregorian Chant is pressuring on the outside second. Marcelle going to try to re-rally in third, followed by Who Took 'Em, who shakes loose fourth. And off stride is Rail Splitter. So Gregorian Chant inherits the lead, but Marcelle is closing in. It's Gregorian Chant. Marcelle on the outside, trots on by in the final yards. Gregorian Chant to go second. Who Took 'Em third. Marcelle gets the job done tonight. Second victory of the season, 159 and 4. A 7-year-old bay mare by Royden Ladd out of Marcelle by Boardwalk Chappie, owned by Westgate Motors. The winning trainer is Scott Mogan. The winning driver is Sam Chip Noble III. Exact is 6 and 10, 125 even. The try 610, 4, 617.80. Track for race 6, exacta and trifecta wagering. Number 1 is Maria's Encore by William Lee and Pamela Friend. Jeff Nisonger up. Back up to the 2, Fava by Dale Walters. Bill Walters drives. 3 is Golden Princess by Kenneth Bryant with Greg Grismore. 4 is Music City Jesse owned by Frenchie Fuller. Tony Fuller is up. 5 is Vicious Circle, owned by Dan Ryan with Brad Miller. 6, Queen of Tucson, owned by Jenna Stryker. The driver is Chip Noble. 7, Face the Facts, owned by Boer and Boer, Kane Kaufman. 8 is Carlin's Town Girl, owned by Vernon Byers Jr., Dave Hawk. The 9 is April Time Kim, owned by Thomas Grove Sr. with Bill Long Jr. And bam, she's out. Rounds out the field from post 10 for Charles Park, driver Mark Winters. 7 minutes. Six-race field is lined up, and there they go. And they're off. Golden Princess takes the lead. Then it's Fava from the inside second. Driving up from the far outside. Carlin's Town Girl comes away in third. Music City Jessie looks to back into a hole in fourth. A length and a half clear of Maria's Encore. Followed next by Bam, she's out. And then ducking down to the pylons is Vicious Circle. And it's Queen of Tucson. Face the Facts. The early trailer is April Time Kim. All seats are taken as they move to head stretch with Golden Princess carving out the early fractions. Leads Fava by 2 and 27 and 4. Passing the stands for the first time. Making the pace, it's Golden Princess and Greg Grismore. They're on top by 2. Fava tracks her from second, followed by Carlin's Town Girl, who found a nice seat in third. Music City Jessie racing fourth. Maria's Encore just in back of her, and then we come to Bam, she's out. First over, leading the cover flow. Following cover, second over is Vicious Circle, followed by Queen of Tucson on the outside. Then it's Face the Facts in April Time. Kim is last. Over to halftime, and it's Golden Princess unchallenged on the lead. Hits the half-mile station in 58 and 3. Golden Princess by a length and a quarter, but Bill Walters pulls Fave out of the pocket to challenge second. Carlin's Town Girl closes up the gap in third. Bam, she's out. Is racing Idle on the outside in fourth, 3 off the lead. Third over in fifth position is Vicious Circle. Music City Jessie nowhere to go. Queen of Tucson is 8 off the lead, followed by Maria's Encore. April Time Kim and Face the Facts is last. They're at the 3/4, and Fava takes over the lead, gradually opening up a 2-length command on Golden Princess in 1. 26 and 4, 28 and 1 on the third quarter as they set sail for home. And it's Fava by 2.5 lengths. Golden Princess could not keep up in second. 2 back to Carlin's Town Girl in third as they make their way through the stretch. And it's all Fava. Fava's leading by 3. Golden Princess just chasing her in second. Carlin's Town Girl not responding in third. Late pace Queen of Tucson. It's Fava home on top. A winner by 3. Golden Princess second with a late rush for third. Queen of Tucson 156 and 3. Even Fava's back to the winner's circle. She's a 4-year-old daughter of Sugar Valley Dudley out of Sugar Valley Dee by Falcon Almahurst, owned by Dale Walters. The winning trainer driver, Bill Walters, 156 and 3. She's 1 for 1 on the season. Field of 8 lined up for race 7, and there they go. And they're off. Superior Avenue from the outside takes the lead. Truth of the Matter is forwardly placed. Whitewater Cam just outside of him. Sex Machine comes away in fourth. Backing off fifth, Big Sky Country. 3 wide and 6s to Run Bluegrass. Then a gap of 5 lengths further back to the Chillers, Impatient Falcon, and Calling the Shots. Drops back to the trailing spot as they move to head stretch for the first time. And it's Superior Avenue in command here by 2. Whitewater Cam is second. Truth of the Matter third. Opening quarter posted in 27 seconds flat. Passing the stands for the first time. Superior Avenue, Whitewater Cam. Truth of the Matter, they make up the top flight. The 4 in front of Sex Machine, trying to draw closer fourth. And next is Big Sky Country in fifth, gap of 2. To Run Bluegrass is sixth. And then it's Impatient Falcon, who's 2 clear of Calling the Shots. That one trails as they round the clubhouse turn. And it is Superior Avenue, trying to take him coast to coast in here. Leads by a margin of 2. Whitewater Cam is second. Truth of the Matter third. First over, Sex Machine on the outside fourth. And the half goes in a brisk 56 and 4. Along the rail, Big Sky Country is fifth by 2. To Run Bluegrass sixth. Impatient Falcon trying to advance just outside of him, but gaps cover now. Another 2 more to Calling the Shots, who trails 8 off the pace. 5/16 of a mile left to pace as they head into the far turn. And it's Superior Avenue leading the way. Whitewater Cam stuck right with him in second. Sex Machine has worked his way into third, but he's still 3.5 off the lead and starting to relent now. Truth of the Matter is not doing enough, and Big Sky Country is trying to come on from 3 wide. 125 and 2. Moving around to head stretch. It's Superior Avenue leading the way, but he's not in the clear just yet. Whitewater Cam looks to make a stretch bid from second, a gap of 5 to Sex Machine and a fading Truth of the Matter as they drive through the final 16th. It's Superior Avenue drifting in and leading by 2. Whitewater Cam on the outside, but Superior Avenue has a 2-length command coming to the wire. Whitewater Cam was second, Sex Machine held third in 1:54 and 4. $154.04. This is a 5-year-old black gelding by Tanner's Big Guy out of Black Avenue by Jamoga, owned by Alan Keith of Pataskala. The winning trainer is Mike Roth, and the winning driver is Brett Miller. $7.5 exacta returns $15.20. The try 7.510 42.40. Eighth race field, 1 is Famous Flyer, owned by Jerome Grogan with Chip Noble. The 2 is The Terrific Towel, owned by John Perrin, Jeff Nisonger up. 3 is iCarl Storm, owned by the iCarl Stables, David Myers. 4 is Truthful Doug, owned by Larry Thompson with Kane Kaufman. 5 is Michael Spur, owned by John and Fran Eckstein with Dave Hawk. 6, Mr. Gladstone, owned by Howard Jackson with Jack Daly. 7 is Stadium, owned by Glenna Myers, Brett Miller aboard. Paulo Sabras, the 8, owned by Reed Racing, Parrish and Parrish, Jeff Fout. Sleek Style from Post 9 for LPS Brood Mayers and Rick Heitman. And the 10 is Rough, owned by David Hanauer with Trent Darps, 6 minutes. The 8th race field lined up, and there they go. And they're off. Famous Flyer, Michael Spur, between horses iCarl Storm. Far outside Stadium, they're the early contenders. Coming away in 5th position is Rough. Backing into a hole in 6th is The Terrific Towel. Then a gap of 2 farther back to Truthful Doug, followed by Mr. Gladstone, and 2.5 more to Sleek Style. Much farther back to the trailer Apollo Sabres. They move to head stretch. And a Stadium wins the early battle for command, leads by 2 at the quarter in 28 and 2. Passing the stands the first time, it's Stadium and Brett Miller leading by 2 lengths. iCarl Storm, the Meadows Invader, is first over, gaining ground on the outside. Second, Michael Spur, well placed in third. Gap of 3, Famous Flyer fourth. Just in back of that one is Rough. Then 2 more to The Terrific Towel, who is unhurried in 6th position. 2.5 farther back to Truthful Doug, followed by Mr. Gladstone. 5 more to Sleek Style, and another 5 back to Apollo Sabra. Bound for the half-mile pole. Stadium is leading the way in 57 and 1. It's Stadium by a length and a quarter. iCarl Storm first over in hopes of challenging the leader in second. Along the rail, Michael Spur, ground-saving third. Gap of 2, Famous Flyer fourth. Rough underway alongside of that one. And The Terrific Towel comes into contention. Third over 6, 3.5 off the lead. Another 2 more to Truthful Dog. A gap of 3 to Mr. Gladstone. 2.5 back to Sleek Style, and much further back to Apollo Sabra. They're at the 3 quarters. 3 abreast fighting for command. Stadium, iCarl Storm between them. Rough is 3 abreast in 1:26 and 3. Moving around to head stretch. And it's iCarl Storm emerging from between horses with a narrow lead. Stadium is fighting back. 3 wide. Rough is beginning to relent. And The Terrific Towel is starting to crank it up on the far outside. Driving to the stretch. It's Stadium leading the way. iCarl Storm still closing in. And The Terrific Towel is in gear on the far outside. Stadium, The Terrific Towel, cruising on by in the final strides. Then it was time for second. Stadium or iCarl Storm in 1:56 and 2. This season, a 6-year-old son of Beach Towel out of Capri by On the Road Again, owned and trained by John Perrin of Lebanon. The winning driver is Jeff Nisonger, 1:56 and 2, a season's mark. 2-7 exact at 12:20. Try 2-7-3, 40-40. Here they are for the 9th race. 1 is Parkersburg, owned by Frank Castle with Brad Miller out. The 2 is Sam's Megabucks, owned by Kevin McKinney with Chip Noble, the driver. 3 is Let's Do It Now by Clarence DeLong with Jeff Nisonger. 4 is Robert Davis's Shelby Swinger and Tony Hall. 5, Pocket Express, owned by Larissa Powell with Rick Heitman. 6 is Mr. Taxman, owned by Robert Rhodes with Jimmy Wisman. 7 is Camden Radiant, owned by William Carruthers with Trent Tharps. The 8 is out. The 9 is Our Little Loglo, owned by the SmackDown stable with Jack Daly. And the 10 is Bob's Little Bird, owned by Franzese and Angel Beck. Adam Rucker up. Post time at 6 minutes. There they go for the 9th. And they're off. Shelby Swinger from between horses emerges with the early lead. Pocket Express from 3 wide. Between them, Let's Do It Now. Sam's Megabucks backs off along the rail in 4th. A gap of 2. Parkersburg is 5th by 2. And then we come to Bob's Little Bird, followed by Camden Radiant. Mr. Taxman has 1 horse beaten at this stage, and that is Our Little Log Low. As they move to head stretch for the first time and leading the way, it's Pocket Express driving on by Shelby Swinger to take command. Let's Do It Now 3rd. Sam's Megabucks is 4th, and Parkersburg is 5th. Straight alignment past the quarter in 28 and 1. Coming past the stands for the first time. Up top, it's Rick Heitman setting the pace with Pocket Express. Here comes an early move from Jeff Nisonger, and Let's Do It Now on the outside, looking to sweep to the lead. Shelby Swinger back to 3rd. Sam's Megabucks underway the outside 4th. Parkersburg looks to join the fray in range 5th, 3.5 off the lead. Another 4 lengths further back to Bob's Little Bird. Just outside of him is Camden Radiant. And then 3 back to Our Little Loglo, who passes the trailer, Mr. Taxman, the half, in 57 and 4. Off the turn and down the backside. It's a narrow lead now for Let's Do It Now. But here's Sam's Megabucks to take him on. And they're pacing in unison down the back lane. Second over, Parkersburg is 2 off the lead in 3rd. Pocket Express now back to 4th and saving ground. Camden Radiant 3rd over in 5th. Shelby Swinger shuffle back, hemmed in 6th. And then 2 more to Bob's Little Bird. Our Little Loglo just outside of him. And well gapped out from the field is Mr. Taxman in 1, 27 and 2. Moving around to head stretch, Sam's Megabucks. Let's Do It Now, neither giving way. Parkersburg looks to tip 3 wide off cover 3rd, followed by Pocket Express, who looks to angle down to the super stretch in 4th. Camden Radiant is 5th. Shelby Swinger nowhere to go. They're in the stretch. Let's Do It Now gives up the lead to Sam's Megabucks, but Parkersburg is flying down the center. Shelby Swinger looking for racing room inside of 16th. It's Parkersburg, Shelby Swinger, Sam's Megabucks. Parkersburg is drawing away. Shelby Swinger up 2nd. Sam's Megabucks was 3rd in 157 and 3. Legacy out of Which over by Escort, owned by Frank Castle. The winning trainer is Jeff Brewer. The winning driver is Brad Miller with a pair of wins tonight, 157 and 3. 1-4 exacta returns $262.80. The try 142-906-20. Exact in trifecta wagering. 1 is Ms. Oak, owned by the Towering Oaks Farm with Dave Hawk driving. 2, She's a Sodbuster, owned by Sonny Levesque with Jack Franklin. 3 is Serena Falcon, owned by Bob Colley with Jeff Nisonger. The 4 is Cochino, owned by Horn and Brown, Jack Daly up. 5 horse is Rivulet Hanover, owned by William Monnier with Kane Kauffman. 6 is Favorite Madam, owned by Ron Barker. The driver is Bob Harper. 7 is She's My Niece, owned by Debbie Rucker with Adam Rucker up. 8 is JV's Principess, owned by Gene Hall with Mark Winters. 9, Brazen Brenda is owned by Jennifer Peters with Joe Adamski. The 10 is Grow Up, owned by Delaware JVS with Brett Miller. 7 minutes. Pacing mares are ready for a start. There they go. And And they're off. Ms. Oak is showing speed from the inside. Rivulet Hanover joins her from the center. Up close from between horses. Arena Falcon comes away in third. A length and a half, she's a Sodbuster fourth. Cochina fifth. In sixth position is Grow Up. Brazen Brenda just alongside of her. Then it's Favored Madam third last to She's My Niece and JV's. Principessa is the back marker as they move to head stretch for the first time. And Ms. Oak is charging up to overtake Rivulet Hanover for command. They pass the opening quarter in 28 and 4, passing the stands for the first time, and Ms. Oak makes the front, leads by a length and a quarter now. Rivulet Hanover back to second, gap of 2. Serena Falcon well placed in third, 2 back, she's a Sodbuster is fourth. Cochina Racing fifth, Grow Up is sixth. Brazen Brenda first over on the outside, 7th, and 8 off the lead. Following the early cover is Favored Madam, and then we have She's My Niece and JV's. Principessa is last. Rounding the clubhouse turn, it's Ms. Oak up top. Ms. Oak leads a length and a half. Rivulet Hanover. Serena Falcon is contemplating a move to the outside. She's a Sodbuster fourth. Brazen Brenda moving up on the outside in fifth, and the half goes in 59 and 3. Along the rail in sixth position is Cochina, and then we have Favored Madam who's getting underway from the back of the pack, followed next by Grow Up. She's My Niece trying to rush up from the back of the pack. She's got a long way to come though, and trailing the field is JV's Principessa. They're approaching three quarters. It's Ms. Oak looking comfortable on the lead, has it a length and a quarter. Then it's Rivulet Hanover just inside of Serena Falcon second and third, 129 and 1. Moving around to head stretch. Ms. Oak under confident handling leads by a length. Rivulet Hanover reclaims second. Serena Falcon is trying to hold her ground on the outside third. She's a Sodbuster. She's My Niece, and she's as they turn down the stretch, and they're all coming after Ms. Oak. Rivulet Hanover, here comes She's a Sodbuster down the inside. It's Rivulet Hanover. Rivulet Hanover's going to go on to score. She's a Sodbuster. Tight in there, looked like Cochina caught She's a Sodbuster for the place, 158 and 4. 9 to 1 shot. Rivulet Hanover keys this try. For Cochina, second at 99 to 1, and third to She's a Sodbuster at 45 to 1. Rivulet Hanover, first victory on the season. She's a 7-year-old daughter of No Nukes out of Rindersella by Camfella. Owned by William Monnier of Sydney, Ohio. Kane Kaufman trains and drives, 158 and 4. Exacta 5-4, $464.60. The try 5-4-2, $1,638.60. Here they are for the 11th and final. One is Nitro Listen, owned by Brett Kaplinger. Bob Harper drives. 2 is Gadget Man Ed, owned by Steve Kaufman. Kane Kaufman up. 3 is GR's Dignitary, leased by Roy Wilson, and Roy Wilson is the driver. 4 is Kim Can, owned by Jim Pollock Jr. with Brett Miller up. 5 is BARBS-CLOUD Dancer. He's owned by Jim Duckworth with Mark Winters driving. 6 is Holding It Together, owned by Richard Bunting with Chip Noble. 7 is Scootin' Photon, owned by Ann Kirk with Dave Hawk. 8 is Harley Highlight, owned by Vernie Belcher Jr. with Marv Purdy. 9, TREASURE-CRESS, owned by John Perrin with Jeff Found. And the 10 horse is L.R. Cole, owned by Gus Hall with Jeff Nisonger. Post time at 6 minutes. Field for the nightcap, lined up. There they go. And they're off. Gadget Man Ed gets the first call. Scootin' Photon left well from the far outside. Nitro Listen comes away in third. BARBS-CLOUD Dancer an up close fourth. L.R. Cole is fifth by a length and a half. Then it's GR's Dignitary in sixth. Kim Can back down into a hole in seventh, followed by Harley Highlight. And then it's Holding It Together, and TREASURE-CRESS is last as they move to the head of the stretch for the first time with Gadget Man Ed, your race leader by 2. Scootin' Photon in the pocket second. Nitro Listen third. And the quarter goes in 28 and 3. Passing the grandstand for the first time, it's Gadget Man Ed and Kane Kaufman. They're leading the way a length and a quarter. Scootin' Photon drafting along in second. Nitro Listen sits the 3-hole. And Jeff Nisonger is first up with L.R. Cole on the outside third. BARBS-CLOUD Dancer back to fourth. GR's Dignitary follows cover on the outside in fifth. Third over On the outside is Kim Can as they race around the clubhouse turn. Up top, it's Gadget Man Ed leading the way in 59 and 4 off the turn and down the backstretch. Gadget Man Ed by a length and a quarter. Closely tracked by Scootin' Photon in the pocket second. The tough overland route for L.R. Cole on the outside, parked in third. Nitro Listen, the ground saving fourth. GR's Dignitary is caught between horses as Kim Can goes 3 wide off third over cover. Next in line is BARBS-CLOUD Dancer, followed next by Holding It Together. Harley Highlight, and trailing the field is TREASURE-CRESS. They're at the 3/4, and leading the way, it's Gadget Man Ed, but Scootin' Photon pulls the pocket on him in 129 flat. Moving to head stretch, Gadget Man Ed on the inside. Scootin' Photon is bearing down from the outside second. 2 back, Kim Can comes under a drive in third. Nitro Listen is fourth as they turn for home. And it's Gadget Man Ed clinging to a narrow lead. Scootin' Photon trying to run him down in the final yards. Gadget Man Ed is game. Scootin' Photon, is he going to get there? Tight. Between Scootin' Photon and Gadget Man Ed, Kim Can was third. BARBS-CLOUD Dancer was fourth. Photon, the official winner of this one, 157 and 2, tying his season's best. A 4-year-old bay gelding by Ruark out of Lady Leebrook by Direct Scooter, owned by ENCORE, trained by Virgil Morgan Jr., and driven to victory by David Hawk. (7-2) Exacta returns 26.40. The Super 7.245, 206.20, and 2 of 3 in the pick, $362.